Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. This is Game 2 of the fight for the Furby. Now, you may be asking yourself, why are four grown men fighting over a Furby?
It's really just the three of you. I'm not fighting.
That's true. Why are three grown men fighting over a Furby? What we're doing here at Brain Ladle Trivia is we're emulating certain sports with majors. 4 big golf tournaments every year and 4 big tennis tournaments every year. So you can think of Fight for the Furby as our Wimbledon. And the winner of the tournament gets Ricky the Furby as a wonderful trophy to Ricky. Ricky the Furby.
I didn't know he had a name.
He did. Richard. Did you ask him?
Ricky to his friend.
All right. No, admittedly, I did not ask him, Davo.
Well, see, you got to be more courteous than that.
All right. I stand corrected.
So, without further ado, Neil, what are the rules?
Every week we have a theme, and within that theme, I've got 6 categories of 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points. There's a few bonus points thrown in here and there, and then the final question, which is worth up to 100 points. And during this particular tournament, every episode, each player has a chance to skip a question and get an alternative question that may or may not be easier from a list that I have prepared that probably won't have anything to do with the theme. So it's just kind of a way for you guys to have maybe kind of a second chance at a question that you really don't know the answer to.
Can we have a third or fourth chance? Because I'm in last place and I need all the chances.
No.
Speaking of last place, Neil, what are the standings?
Well, that's a good question. Let me get over here to my tournament page. And I feel like I made a mistake because it looks like after the first, we've only had one episode so far. And
yeah, if you could clarify that even more. Yeah.
It looks like Andy's in the lead with 3 points.
What?
For the win.
I got to tell you, it's been a life changer. The groupies were not expected.
I can loan you a stick if you need
it. Kels has to keep extras around.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Man, you ain't seen me in this jacket recently. I've been working out.
So for those who don't know, the way we keep score for the tournament is the winner of a game earns 3 points. The second place player gets 2 points, and the third place player gets 1 point. So Andy won last week. Kels came in second, and Davo came in third. And today's theme is light.
Light.
Go to the light. So I've got a whole bunch of questions about light and light-related things. Starting with our first category, which is science.
Woot. Oh, did not see that coming.
Well, you could because of light.
Ooh.
Right.
Question 1. What is the mathematical constant for the speed of light?
Oh, physics class. Don't. Locked in.
I'm not 100% sure I know what you're asking, but I'm gonna write something down.
I like that strategy, Davo.
Mathematical constant.
I didn't say
that's what I said. I just kind of.
It just shows your firm grasp of physics, huh?
Mathematical.
It's a thingamabob of science. Of
mathematical constant for the speed of light.
I'm locked in.
No, that's not it. And oh man. Okay, I'm locked in.
I did not think this one was going to take this long. Kels, what's your answer?
I'm hoping you're looking for Planck.
David?
Planck's constant.
I said C, because why not?
Andy?
When I was in freshman physics, it was C.
Well, you're all familiar with E equals mc squared.
Yes.
Mhm.
Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared.
Wee.
So the speed of light is E.
Hey,
Oh, I'm
Mom,
so
look at me.
happy.
I got a science question.
I'm so happy
Look,
because
Mom.
I was thinking E equals MC squared, but I was thinking that couldn't be it. That's just something I know. Come on.
Question 2. What is the study of light called?
Hmm.
Locked in.
I'll just tell you, it's not lightology.
Rats.
All right. Unlocking and locking in again. Take 2.
Relock.
Locked in.
Okay, I'm locking in with this, but I have a parenthetical to make me feel better.
Okay, Andy or Davo, what's your answer?
I said optics, but my parenthetical is photology, like photon.
Andy
Light brights, and it's LITE.
and Kels.
I went with Davo's parenthetical and I said photology.
Well, the correct answer is optics.
Heck
Look at Davo.
Look at the big brain on Davo.
yeah.
Question 3. What is the elementary particle most closely associated with visible light?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Is that Smokey and the Bandit?
No kid.
I will close my window if that happens again.
That was an example of the Doppler effect.
That was Doppler. I'm locked in.
I feel like this should be super easy, and I'm just not getting it. I'm locked in.
Andy, what's your answer?
The Reggie particle.
Kels
I said photon.
and Davo.
I also said photon.
The correct answer is photon.
Yeah, I gotta get my head in the game.
Now, when you're doing a light quiz, if you just answer photon enough times, you'll probably get one.
Yeah.
That's my one.
Question 4. What does LED stand for?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I didn't think it meant anything. I just thought it went before Zeppelin. I'm locked in.
Okay. What are you locked in with, Kels? You sound so down.
I know it's light emitting, but I whiffed on the D, so I said display, and I know it's not right.
Okay. Davo
A light emitting diode.
There it is.
and Andy.
Light emitting diode.
Yeah, Kels, since they both got it right, I'm not going to be able to give you any partial credit because the diode is kind of the most important part of that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So at the end of round 1, Kels has 10, Andy has 20, and Davo got a perfect score of 40
In science, y'all.
in science.
I feel like I should quit the show now. It's never going to get better than this.
You don't want to blow it in the ninth.
No crap, man. That's a perfect score in science. I feel like I won the World Series.
Category 2 is movies. Light It Up is a 1999 teen crime hostage drama starring Forrest Whitaker, Rosario Dawson, and what platinum-selling hip-hop artist?
Locked
And
in.
I have an easy mode if you need it.
What?
Platinum selling.
Wheelhouse, baby. Wheelhouse, baby.
I want the easy
I
mode.
will take.
Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, baby.
I'll take the easy mode as well.
Okay, I don't know how easy this is. I'm not that familiar with this guy's work, but my easy mode question hint is he's responsible for giving the world the hit song "Yeah."
Huh. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I got it.
It's just to be clear, it's "Yeah" with an exclamation mark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you have to say "Yeah" like that, not just "Yeah."
Well, Oh man, I really don't know.
And I have actually heard that song. I just didn't know that's what it was called.
I don't know. I'm locked in with an answer.
Hey, Davo,
Hey,
what's your answer?
well, I I couldn't think of anybody, but when you said yeah, the only thing that popped in head was Lil Jon, so I could go yeah. So I was Lil Jon.
Ooh. Davo, ooh, you were so close. You were so close.
Oh man.
Andy, what's your answer?
Usher.
Oh man.
And Kels.
Peace up, A-Town down. It's Usher.
Thank you.
The correct answer is Usher.
Man.
You were close, man.
Yeah.
Repeating it doesn't make it right.
It does not.
But it does make me laugh, though. Question 2 in movies. What is the first James Bond film to star Timothy Dalton?
Ooh.
Locked in.
Yeah, of course. Oh, come on. It's let me think about this. It's
I don't want
not.
to pull your card, Andy. Don't make me pull your card. Don't make me do it. Supposed to have fun.
And you know what? And I think you and I agree on this. He is one of the best James Bonds.
Depending on what you're going for, yeah, he's pretty solid.
He's pretty solid. It's not License to Kill. I think yeah. I'm right. Let me write. I'm writing it down. Locked in.
Andy, what's your answer?
The Living Daylights.
Kels?
The Living Daylights.
Yes.
And Davo.
Living Daylights.
Keeping with the theme of the game, the correct answer is the Living Daylights.
Davo, do you have this, by the way, where you're worried about an answer and as soon as Kelvin says it, like, oh, okay, I got it right?
Yeah. Frequently.
Same way I feel about when Neil answers something. I was like, yeah, today's a good day.
Question 3. Daniel Day-Lewis stars in this 1988 drama, which is set in Czechoslovakia during the 1960s.
Ooh.
What was the name of that movie? Which is the crux of the question. I understand, Neil. I heard you think that. I heard you think it.
I'm locked in.
All right, I'm locked in.
Locked in.
Kels, what's your answer?
The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
Davo.
The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
And Andy.
The Unbearable Lightness of Being.
The correct answer is The Unbearable Lightness of Being. I had no idea what it was about until I looked it up because I was trying to find movies that had the word light in it.
The Prague Spring, isn't it? It's about the
Yeah.
Prague Spring. Yeah.
Yeah. Question 4. I Saw the Light is a 2015 biopic in which Tom Hiddleston plays what country music legend?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in.
David, what's your answer?
Hank Williams.
Andy?
Hank Williams.
And Kels.
Hank Williams.
Correct answer is Hank Williams.
Davo, huge Hank Williams fan, by the way. A lot of people don't know that about Davo.
I like me a bit of Hank Williams.
Yeah.
There's a tear in my beard because I'm crying for you, dear.
Unsurprisingly, Kels was perfect in the movies category, bringing his total to 50. Andy has 55, and Davo has 70.
Ooh, man. Usher betrayed me
I was
again.
also perfect in the movie category, but thanks for, calling out Kels on that.
You were nearly perfect. You weren't perfect because you needed the easy mode for the first one.
You don't get to hit for the cycle if you hit it off a tee.
Truer words have never been said.
Okay, category 3 is music lyrics.
Lord.
Yes.
Or basically, I'm going to read you some lyrics, and you just need to tell me the name of the song.
But how are you going to read them, Neil?
As deadpan as I can. I'm going to try to make my voice actually deadpan and kind of monotonous for a change. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
All right.
We'll give it a whirl.
Question 1. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow.
Locked in.
I gotta guess. I'm locked in.
All right, I'm locked in.
Andy?
Let It Be by the Beatles, 1969, though technically it was released in 70.
Kels?
I had no idea. I said Black Hole Sun.
Well, that's a good one.
And Davo?
I said Hey Ya by Outkast.
Oh, I hate all of you.
Released in 2004.
Yeah.
The correct answer is Let It Be.
Let her be, let her be, let her be,
Stop it.
let her be. Second letter of the alphabet, let her be.
Have you no shame? At long last, Senator, have you no shame?
I don't know if I can do this next one with a straight face, but I'm going to try. Question 2. Most of all, he need the funk. Help him find the funk. Spotlight, neon light, street light.
Locked in.
What the hell, man?
Can you say it one more time?
Nope.
Because I had it the first time. I just really enjoy hearing you do that.
It is beautiful.
I'm locked in.
Kels?
I went with a little tune by Parliament called Flashlight.
Davo?
I said Hey Ya by Outkast.
Have you heard Hey Ya?
Yeah.
Like once?
I've heard it once or twice.
Okay.
Andy?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a time more we need to tell Davo to help him find the funk. It's Parliament. Yeah, it's Parliament's Flashlight.
The correct answer is Flashlight by Parliament. All right. Question 3. It's dark all day and it glows all night. Factory smoke and acetylene light. I face the day with me head caved in, looking like something the cat brought in.
Ooh. Is it a song by John Wick? Whole head caved in.
Do you want an easy mode? I can tell you the artist.
I'll take an easy mode. I need some points in this. I think I know who it is.
Wait. I am locking in without easy mode. I
think I know who it is, but I want to make sure.
I figured this out. And I want to be so right here. Locked in.
Kels, are you opting for the easy mode?
Yes, I am.
You are. Okay, so Andy's locked in. Davo and Kels both want the easy mode, which is the artist. The artist is The Police.
Yeah, so I thought. Dang it. I think it's. That sounds like.
I know it ain't Roxanne.
I was gonna do. You don't have to turn on the red light, but
That's
I thought that would be really easy.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay. I have a solid guess. I'm locked in.
Okay, Davo, what's your question? What's your answer?
Can't stand losing you.
Andy?
Invisible Sun off of Ghost in the Machine.
Crap.
Kels?
I said pretty fly for a Ray guy.
Well, there has to be an invisible sun.
Oh man, I got stuck with the head caved in because I was thinking, and your brother's gonna kill me, and he's 6'10", and that got stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, I can see where that would happen. Yeah.
Here's how those three questions kind of came about. It was pretty easy to come up with the Beatles and a Parliament song, and I thought, well, I've got one that's in Andy's wheelhouse and one that definitely Kels is going to get. So I actually asked Davo about, a band that he would be able to go deep on, and he said The Police. And so then I searched through every Police song I could find, And there's basically two that mention the word light.
Yeah.
One of them is Roxanne, and this is the other one. And it's the third verse of an obscure song.
They're not the cheeriest band.
But the good news is, question 4, I don't know if any of you are going to get.
Oh, that is good news.
Question 4. I open my eyes, reach for the phone. Not a word from you, baby. It don't leave my sight since we had that fight.
Locked in.
Are you kidding, Andy?
I am not.
I'm locked in.
Oh, bollocks! I'm locked in.
Andy?
Luke Bryan's Light It Up. It's an awful song.
Kels?
I said Trouble by Taylor Swift.
And Davo?
I said Hey Ya by Outkast.
The correct answer is Hey Ya by Outkast.
Yes!
No, it's Light It Up by Luke Bryan.
What is your deal today, Davo? Why Outcast? What am I missing?
Nothing. It just struck me as funny.
Okay.
All right, at the end of round 3, Kels has 60, Davo 70, and Andy shoots up the charts with 95 points.
Ooh, I'm on fire.
Category 4 is sports.
I like a little bit of sports ball.
The first night game in Major League Baseball took place in 1935 between which two teams? I'll give you 5 points for each team.
Locked in with a total guess.
What year was it?
1935.
35. Okay, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in as well.
Kels, what's your answer?
I guess the New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Andy?
This is going to be so surreal if we're right, because I literally guessed without any idea the Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Yankees.
And Davo?
I said the New York Giants and the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, I was going to give you a hint that both of these teams are still in the same cities.
Oh,
That would've-
well, Yankees are still in.
Well, no, you didn't get either of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Because the correct answer is it was the Cincinnati Reds at Philadelphia.
Oh, poop.
huh. Would not have guessed that
At all.
Well, obviously, I wouldn't have guessed that because
You didn't?
You did.
I guessed. Yeah.
Okay, I hope question 2 is not too confusing. The first NFL game played at night on a lighted field was hosted by the Providence Steamroller in 1929. They hosted which Chicago team, which still exists but is no longer in Chicago?
I'm locked in.
Huh.
I thought Mr. Chicago would jump on this one.
Boy,
Oh, sorry, wait, you're from Sherman. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Shermer. Shermer, get the
Shermer.
joke right at least.
It's a way to take
Wow.
pride in your talent, Andy.
Right.
Um,
I'm locked in with a guess.
okay, I'm locked in.
Andy, what's your answer?
I have no idea about this first night game, but I believe the Cardinals were originally a Chicago team.
Dava?
The Cardinals.
And Kels?
Feeling better.
I guess the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
They were so named because of their red outfits, and they are the Cardinals.
Woot. Off the schneid.
They moved to St. Louis and then off to like Phoenix or someplace, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question 3. The first modern oval NASCAR track to install lighting hosts the Coca-Cola 600 and the NASCAR All-Star Race every year. Where is this track? Like what city? Or just the name of the track?
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock in.
Davo, what's your answer?
I said Darlington.
Kels?
I went with Charlotte.
And Andy?
It is the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Darn it.
The correct answer is the Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Darn it.
Thank you to my time for working at Scale Auto Enthusiast. Still have that nonsense.
I think they just lit the track like in the 90s, or maybe
Wow.
even more recent. It was pretty recent.
Were they just going by car headlights before then?
I think they didn't race during the nighttime.
So it's like half the day.
See, there's all this time between when it's not dark out that it's light, and you could actually race cars then.
Race cars at night. Like the Fast and the Furious movie.
Question 4. What third baseman claims, probably falsely, to have drunk 107 Miller Lights on an east to west trip?
Locked in.
And I have an easy mode if you need it.
Third baseman, 107 Miller Lights.
That's what he claims. He's apparently well known for drinking a lot, but 107 seems a little excessive.
That makes him. He probably played for the White Sox.
That's how you feel, Andy? You gonna take shots now?
That's
where we're at. Okay.
Third baseman.
That's cool.
I'm locked in.
Oh. No idea.
There's an easy mode, or you could go with the trade the question in.
Oh yeah. I'll trade my question in.
Okay.
Freebie.
So let's deal with this question first. Andy, who did you lock in with?
I have never heard the story, but if somebody could pull it off, it was Wade Boggs.
Davo?
Big fan of fried chicken, Wade Boggs.
All right.
So he, I think he started off playing for the Red Sox before moving to the Yankees, and it was Wade Boggs.
Correctamundo.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do this Furby freebie for you, Kels.
Okay.
I've got a list of questions here, and some of them are sort of trick questions, and some of them are not trick questions. So to make it fair, pick a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay. John McLaughlin created what brand of ginger ale in Toronto in 1904?
This is the easy. Wait a minute. Oh.
I'm locked in.
You don't have to lock in. You're the only one answering. Just
Canada Dry.
the correct answer is Canada Dry.
Oh, in there.
All right. At the end of category 4, Kels has 80, Davo has 90, and Andy has 125. He's pulling away.
It's the ginger beer.
So about this time when I was writing the questions, I was starting to kind of run out of categories. And so I was thinking maybe like a literature category. But the only thing that really popped into mind was the Charge of the Light Brigade. Mm-hmm. And that was about all that I came up with. So I decided to do an entire category on the Crimean War, which is where the
that's awesome.
Where Hugh Tennyson wrote the Light Brigade about.
Wow.
It's really an awful story, actually, in a sense.
Well, I wouldn't go too far into it because there may be a question about it. Question 1. According to Tennyson's poem, how many men were in the Light Brigade charge? It gets repeated a bunch, or several times at least.
It presumes we've heard the poem.
Yeah.
Well, it does that.
I'm locked in.
Okay, I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
All right. Davo?
I said 1,000 because brigades are big.
Kels?
I said 200.
Andy?
I said 500.
Well, Andy was the closest. Since this was kind of a tough one, I'll give Andy half points for being closest. The correct answer was 600. Question 2. Who were the two opposing armies in the action described in the poem? What countries?
Locked in.
Locked in?
For 5 points each. Kels?
I said Russia and the UK.
Andy?
Great Britain and Russia.
And Davo?
The British and the Russian armies.
Correct answer is Britain and Russia. I'll give credit for the UK. I don't know if the UK actually existed as a thing back then, but you got the gist
Should
of it.
have been empire by then. Yeah.
Question 3. The charge was part of the Battle of Balaclava, which itself was part of the siege of what Russian port on the Black Sea?
Oh, crap.
I've got 2 answers.
I'm like totally blanking.
Okay, I'm locked in.
I want my Furby.
Okay.
Totally blanking on this.
Yeah, sure. I'm locked in.
Okay. Deva?
Well, I said Archangel, but in parentheses to make myself feel better, I put Vladivostok.
Okay. Kels?
I said St. Petersburg.
Well, the correct answer was Sevastopol.
Of course, I knew that.
I don't know if I pronounced that right.
I don't feel bad about taking the Furby.
Since it was on the Crimea and it's actually part of Ukraine, or it was until Russia invaded again recently.
Mm-hmm.
But it was definitely Russian at the time. All right. So Andy is getting his question. So pick a number between 1 and 5.
5.
So Andy, your question is: Tony Randall hosted what awards ceremony in 1982?
I would guess the Emmys.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
The correct answer is the Tonys.
Oh, how is that easy? Oh, Tony,
I didn't say they were easy.
Tony. Oh.
I said some of them are kind of tricky.
That's fantastic.
Very clever.
That's fantastic.
Well played.
Well, I think that was my first sweep of the game, so I'm satisfied. Oh no, it was the second. You guys all missed the Reds and Phillies game too, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Question 4: Who gained fame as a nurse during the war and went on to found the world's first secular nursing school?
What?
Really?
What?
Wow, I thought this was a gimme.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in with a guess.
Deva?
Well, the only famous nurse that came to mind was Florence Nightingale.
Kels?
Same thing with me, Florence Nightingale.
And Andy?
That's what I said as well.
Well, the correct answer is Florence Nightingale. You are all correct.
Okay.
After round 5, the scores are 110. I'm sorry, 100 for Kels, 110 for Davo, and 150 for Andy. So Andy's extending his lead again.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Question 1 in the miscellaneous category. Judith Light is an Emmy and Tony Award-winning actress who is probably best known for her role in what 80s sitcom? I have an easy mode if you need it.
Locked in.
Wow, you guys locked in so quickly? I've never heard of this person. All right, easy mode. Plain and safe.
Okay, the easy mode is she co-starred with Tony Danza.
Oh. Okay, locked in.
Deva or Andy?
Who's in charge? Or Charles in charge? Charles in charge.
I'll accept both of those answers because neither are correct. Deva?
Really?
Charles in charge was Scott Baio.
Scott Baio, man.
Yeah.
Deva?
Who's the boss?
And Kels.
Who's the boss? Who's the boss?
Yeah, I was tempted to give you part credit when you said who's in charge, Andy, but then you changed it to Charles in charge, and I'm like, you just don't know. So, but it was really funny. The correct answer is who's the boss?
Angela.
The Charles in charge is a great guess. Tony in charge. Who's the leader? Something like that.
I don't know.
Okay. Question 2. Egypt has adopted daylight saving time, but suspends it during which Islamic month?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in?
Are you telling me or asking me?
I'm locked in.
Davo?
Ramadan?
Kels?
Ramadan.
Andy?
Ramadan. I guess I just never thought of it as an Islamic month. That's what threw me off.
The correct answer is Ramadan. So I have a Ramadan story, actually.
Oh,
Okay.
Sure.
When I was younger, like in 6th, 7th grade, I lived in Saudi Arabia for a little while, and we had gone on R&R, like to Cyprus or someplace, and came back, and it was Ramadan, and I knew that because we landed in Riyadh and went to have dinner at our hotel, but we had to wait until we were like sitting there waiting until the sun went down so that we could start eating.
wow.
But I had forgotten about that by the time we got home. I lived they were building a city out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
And this is going to turn into a longer story than I intended. But anyway, we got home. We didn't have anything to drink. So I hopped on my bike and rode over to the store and was really annoyed that it was closed because of Ramadan. So now I had just ridden through the desert on my bike and I was even extra thirsty.
Right.
That's my Ramadan story. All right. Question 3. What U.S. state has the most lighthouses? And I have an easy mode.
Yeah, locked in.
And I'm locked in.
Okay. Let's see. Kels, what's your answer?
I heard this somewhere because I really wanted to go with Maine, but I think it's Michigan.
Oh.
Andy?
I went with Maine, but I like Michigan better.
Davo?
I went with North Carolina.
Kakalaki.
Well, the easy mode was going to be examples are Mackinac and Sheboygan.
Yep. It's
which are
Wisconsin.
both
Or no.
in Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. Yep. Rat turds.
So Kels got it right.
Yeah, all right.
See, I lost the momentum.
Yeah, you
The
did.
last question in the regular round is question 4. Andrew Lloyd Webber's Starlight Express is based partly on what children's story?
Oh, crap.
I'm locked in.
I should know this. Starlight Express.
I'm locked in.
I'm locked in.
Andy?
The Ray Guy story. It's similar to Brian's song.
Dava?
I think it's Wizard of Oz.
Wait, didn't Brian and Brian's song die?
Yeah, Brian
I
Piccolo
said it's similar.
Yeah, I'm pretty...
died.
Okay. Okay, Davo, you said...
I said
Oz?
Wizard of Oz.
And Kels?
I said Polar Express.
Well, Kels, you were closest. Apparently, I had no idea, but Starlight Express is about a train who rolls around the stage on roller skates, and it is partly based on Thomas the Tank Engine.
Wow.
Did not know
Seriously?
that. Did not know that.
No idea.
Okay, at the end of the regular rounds, I've got Kels and Davo tied with 130 and Andy with 160.
Oh,
Anybody's game.
It's anybody's game.
Dang.
So I think I've told you before that when I come up with a topic, I try to think of a final question first because those are sometimes the hardest. This is one where I didn't do that. So I was really struggling to find a final question about light. And so I ended up going with lightweights.
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 Okay.
According to the Unified Rules of Mixed Martial Arts, what are the
Oh,
10 lightest weight classes?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I don't know
For 10 points
anything
each.
about this.
Wait just 1 second, Bubba. Yes, it's your friendly podcasting fanatic. Here to shout out my trivia brothers from another mother, the Trivia Rogues. When you get a chance, pop on over to the Trivia Rogues and let Billy and the gang educate you on some things, Bubba. Funk on. And do remember to please look both ways before you cross my mind, baby.
I'm locked in.
These classes have an upper weight limit of up to 195 pounds.
Yeah, I got 10.
I'm close.
We're not playing horseshoes.
I'm stuck on 8. I'm very confident Kels can get this. So I'm trying real hard here. I'm just going to lock in. Dang it. I'm going to lock in.
All right, Kels, why don't you tell me your answers?
All right. I have flyweight, paperweight,
Did you say
bantamweight.
paper?
Yeah, I did.
Paper? Okay.
Bantamweight,
Bantam.
lightweight, super bantamweight, super lightweight, super flyweight, cruiserweight, middleweight, and my personal favorite, I can't hardly wait.
Every time I hear Superfly, I just think of Curtis
Yeah.
Mayfield.
Fantastic.
I can't help it. Deva?
I said flyweight, featherweight, bantamweight, lightweight, middleweight, light heavyweight, welterweight, cruiserweight.
Mm,
Then I said nothing and nothing. I only ended up with 8.
Okay.
that's a good 8, though, man.
Yeah, I felt good.
I forgot feather. I could not think of feather. I was like paper.
Andy?
Yeah, I have no idea about this at all. So instead, I went with my favorite C&W locomotive classes. They are the from biggest to smallest, the Class H 484, the Class J 282, the Class Z 280. I know you're thinking I went past the J without the J-1, but technically the O102s are smaller than the 282s. So that's where I put in the J.
We're supported by Patreon, right? I can feel the money drying up right now.
Trying to answer the question, Davo. If you give me a
Sorry.
minute.
Sorry.
The Class E462, the Class R1 280, the Class D442, the Atlantic Class A, and the M4080 and the M1060.
I feel like you just did like a prison roll call.
Vinny the Knee is going to come walking out of his cell.
There you go. The main classes of C&W steam locomotives. Incidentally, there are 3 R1s still in existence.
I thought there were 4.
No, they're just 3.
Huh. Okay, well,
How many did I get right?
honestly, I kind of stopped paying attention while you were going through yours. I was tallying up Davo and Kel's answers.
Oh. Huh.
So let me start at the lightest. It seems like, just in case you guys are confused by this, the most popular mixed martial arts group out there, I guess, is UFC, right?
Yes.
I don't
Yeah.
think they necessarily use this set of rules. So there might be some that they use that aren't on this list.
Yeah, I wondered the same thing when I was going through my list.
But we've got straw weight is the lightest, followed by flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, super lightweight, welterweight, super welterweight, middleweight, and super middleweight. And then to round off the list, in case you care, it's light heavyweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight, and then super heavyweight. So, starting at the person in the bottom position, like usual, we've got Kels. I've got Kels with 5 correct. Is that right?
Yes. I'm surprised
Perfect.
Can't Hardly Wait didn't make it, but yes.
I was
I have.
close. So 50 points added to your 130 gives you 180, and you currently are in the lead.
Oh.
Davo, by my count, you got 6 right
Woo!
Oh.
Woo!
for 60 points. Adding to your 130, you have 190, and you currently have the lead. Andy, I'm going to give you a total of 0 for yours,
Yeah, I can see
leaving
that.
you at 160, which you did not win.
Yeah,
Mm.
first to third
Congratulations,
in one
Davo.
round.
Yes. Yes.
Well
Well done,
played,
Davo.
Davo.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. So, Neil, where does that leave us in the tournament?
Well, I'll tell you, at the end of the second game in the tournament, it is a 3-way tie.
Wait, how is that possible?
Everybody's got 4.
Everybody's got 4 points.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be.
Yeah, because we just flipped. Wow. So it's a barn burner, guys.
All the games afoot.
You can cut the tension in the air with a knife
Yes.
Yep.
or a laser.
A lightsaber, maybe. Well, thank you, Neil, for those excellent questions. Thank you all for listening. And from all of us here at Brain Ladle Trivia, this is Davo, Winner Davo, with Andy.
You don't get to say that very
I
often.
know.
Wow.
I'm reveling in it.
So long, ladle brainers.
Kels.
Want to light up your life? Snap into a snip, Jim. Yeah.
And Neil.
Today's quote is brought to you by a very wise man, Rodney Dangerfield, who once said, "My wife was afraid of the dark. Then she saw me naked, and now she's afraid of the light."
Wow.
Signing off.
Greetings and salutations to all you good trivia people out there. I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really enjoyed this show. How can I get a little more? Well, here to help you out. You can look up these good people on Twitter at Ladle Brain, or if Facebook's more your deal, you can look them up at Brain Ladle Productions. Hey, they've even got their own webpage. It's brainladletrivia.com. Now, if you're feeling generous, you can join a Patreon, where if you donate $10 or more, you can even get yourself a fancy show invite. How about that? Until we meet again, this has been 44, and I'm glad you joined us. Hope I'm out. The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.